Hello traders, a very good afternoon. Today is the 8th of November 2019. The current time is 4:42 p.m. IST. So this is episode 31 from the market analysis by Tradeducation. And before I share my today's analysis, just to give you guys a quick disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and is not suitable for everyone. And whatever information I'm sharing is for the educational purposes only. So with that, let's walk through what happened today in the auction. Today, I think it was a very interesting and a very, I would say, a learning day for me. So let's quickly start. Let's quickly go to the a daily chart, and let's quickly have a look. What happened, how the auction developed. So as I shared yesterday, these are the three levels which I have actually observing and understanding how the market is behaving and how the market is developing. These three levels are nothing but major swing highs wherein sellers would be stepping in. And today, if you see, it's more of an outside bar. As soon as it tried to reach the second level, the sellers started stepping in, and the auction then immediately reversed, and it tagged the yesterday's low, and right now it is clearing the single print zone. So that we will get more clarity from the daily chart. So let me just quickly go through the daily chart. But before going through there, let me just show you the volume level. So if you see today, the volume has increased compared to day before yesterday. With the high price or the balancing activity which happened yesterday, the volumes were pretty less. Okay, whereas if you see today, volumes have increased a lot. So this is a good sign that indicating that sellers are strong in the auction. So we need to see whether this single print zone or this level, around 11,900 levels, what happens, because there was also this big push, and let's see, because this will act as a demand zone. This will where supply would sorry, not supply, but the demand would come in, the buyers would step in. Great. So let's quickly jump to the market profile chart, and I'll share what were the reference levels which I was looking at. They were nothing but the high, yesterday's close, and the low. So this was also one more reference level, which I was keeping, which I was looking an eye out, keeping an eye is nothing but the A period high, because the reason was, I was looking at it because it is a weak reference. The reason why I'm telling it is a weak reference is if you see the A period high is exactly at the half back levels of yesterday or of the 7th of November. Okay. So here, this is a sort of weaker reference. So today I had two trades. First trade I had a short trade, and second trade I had a long trade. So let me just quickly go through both of those trades. So let me clear this. And so what happened is, so this is today's open, and what I was seeing is there was a rejection at the half back level. So this was the first reference, which I kept, and also I was looking at what is happening at the point of control. So when the auction reached below the point of control, that's where I entered a short position targeting the poor lows. So this was a very good reference area for the short position. So I also shared it on my website and also in the Telegram channel that currently this is the short position which I have taken, and my what you call stop loss was the B period high. Okay, so this is where I entered. I entered around 12,000 levels, and I kept the target of 11,970. So A, B, and then the C period is where this was a sharp move. It was, I think, for 30 seconds. I was able to quickly book my profits, and I just exited. Then there was one more long trade which I have taken. So the reason for taking a long trade is, if you see, once the poor lows got cleared, once the low got cleared, there was a sort of rejection, and the option was not, there was no continuation on the downside. So this gave me a hint that something is changing in the markets, because once the poor lows got cleared, I was expecting to have a sharp fall like we had in these two periods, but it did not happen. So so what happened is, once the option came back again within the yesterday's range, so I was waiting for what's happening in the D period and in the E period. So what happened is, we had this weak high, D and E high. So what I did is, I entered somewhere around, again I entered around 850 levels, and I kept the stop loss at, this was the stop loss, or yesterday's low was my stop loss, and my first target was today's high or the week high, which I was actually expecting or anticipating it to get clear. So this was a long trade. I exited here, and after that, we had a very stop hunting or a sharp move to the upside. I didn't expect that we'll be taking out the high, but what market did is, once the sellers get exhausted. So the reason why we are seeing such sharp moves is, since the morning the inventory was short, and then this two bars was to phase out, or shake out the weak sellers. And what happened is, once the option reached above the weaker reference or above the A period high, buyers started stepping in. So this was more of a momentum drive. So, and momentum players and laggards started coming in. And what happened is, at yesterday's high, so there was failure to the higher side. So there was no further elongation, no new business coming in. And what happened is, so if you notice today, there was very much choppiness happening around this level. So at this moment, when this particular period was developing, it was giving me a confidence that it will go higher. But what happened was completely opposite. It went lower, and this was a pretty sharp down move. And what happened is, it first touched the depop, then it again got a bounce back, and then it cleared. It went again to the lows. Okay, I would say I was lucky enough that I had taken the two trades. I was actually planning to take a short trade here, but I did not do it because I was already in profits, and I don't want to overtrade, and I want to trade as per my plan. So this is what actually happened in the Nifty. So for Monday, the some of the areas which I'll be taking forward, the reference areas will be the high, the close of today, the low, and the default. So I'll remove this reference area, and what I'm seeing from the profile chart is, where is today's low. So if you see today's low, it cleared this single print zone, okay, and it has entered this zone. So what I'm seeing is, there are some sellers. There is an HVM here and HVM here. So for Monday, the focus will be more on here to take the trades. So what I'm expecting is, what I'm anticipating for Monday is, the close is much lower than the Ferris price, so indicating that sellers are pretty strong in today's auction. They won the today's auction, and what I'm seeing is, where the auction is going to develop is, it depends on where the open is. Overall, the sell shall be carrying forward and see, because what I'm expecting is to clear this, and then again the buyers will start stepping and they will take the auction higher. This is the first scenario. Second scenario is, today it would be a sort of a, we can say, a sort of a test, because it was more of an outside bar. It cleared the yesterday's high and yesterday's low. So it was trying to shake out both the buyers and the sellers. So if the open is above the depop, or the prominent or the point of control, then what it will do is, it will again take out the high. Sellers will start stepping in, and it might also go till the all-time high, that is at 11. Sorry, not 11. 12,115 levels. So it will take out, it will go, and then this is where the sellers will start stepping, and then it will take the auction down. So this is what I am actually anticipating from the Nifty. So with that, I would like to end this session. Again, my neck is really bad, and still having this throat infection. So maybe this weekend I'll be taking some rest. And before I go away, I just wanted to share you guys the I would say, my performance. What is my performance? So currently, So this is the current performance which I'm having. So currently I'm still 62% away. Total traded, I had 5 trading days, and this is what I started with the week, and this is what I ended with the week. So my actual target was to achieve this, but so this is the planned target, and this is the actuals. So that is what this is what the current level I'm at. So let's see whether I'm able to surpass my targets or not. So uh, yeah, guys. So I think that's it. I'd like to request you to please do like, subscribe, and share my video. And I would like to say thank you again. And please feel free to let me know your comments, your feedback. Please do like this video, and let's connect again tomorrow on Monday. So with that, I would like to say thank you and bye for now.